Hi friends, I'm Pastor Diana. Welcome to a daily devotion. I am so glad that you've decided to pause again today to consider what God is calling your heart to treasure. That's what we are exploring over these next couple of weeks is what is God calling our hearts to treasure? How is God calling us to put our time, our talents, our energy into the things God treasures and so that we may grow closer to God? This here is one of my most treasured possessions. It actually isn't from the attic. I actually keep it downstairs in my office. And it doesn't seem like much. It's a bag. I don't even remember who made it. But it's a bag of letters. It's a bag of letters that I received at a special retreat called Chrysalis when I was a teenager. And in it are letters from my parents, my sibling, my family, my uncle, the people at church, my friends. And it is all the things that they wish for me as I was growing up. It records all the things that they treasure about me because I was a child of God or am a child of God. And it's all the things that I treasure, those things that are most important to me, not my finances, but the people and the place and the community that continues to love me and nurture me in my life. So in Sermon on the Mount, chapter 6, Jesus is teaching about finances, and then comes this verse, after the verse we're very familiar with, 21, where your treasure is there, your heart will be also. I preached on that Sunday, so I'm not reading that again. But then comes this really interesting verse in the midst of talking about treasure and finances and money. The eye is the lamp of the body. Therefore, if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is bad, then your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light in you is darkness, how terrible that darkness will be. What in the world is Jesus talking about? Is he talking about going to the optometrist or having bad eyes with a big prescription like I do? No. What I think Jesus is talking about is a metaphor of the eye is the thing that can see. And in context of treasure, our eyes are the things that can help us discern whether our actions, whether how we're spending our time, our talents, our energy, are things that bring us joy, bring our whole selves abundant life that God calls us to. Are these the things, do they help us treasure and live life more fully, or are they separating us from God? Are the things that we're worried about, or the things that we're giving our energy to creating hate and anger in the world, or are the ways that we are spending our time not representative of the things that we value in life, whatever we say those are? Or are we giving our funds or keeping our funds or spending our funds on things that aren't bringing us joy and bringing God joy and are part of abundant life and helping to build God's beautiful kingdom for all people on the earth? That's a big, big ask, is helping us to see. But it can start with a little thing. It can start with just asking God to help you see a little bit differently, to ask a question about how you're spending things, or to listen to that little small voice inside you that says, I wonder. Or maybe it's a conversation that you listen to differently, or maybe it's a credit card statement that you look at a little differently. Whatever it is that God is calling you to look at today as you consider what you treasure most, whether it's you treasure most the people and the things that are symbols of love, or the things that that aren't, what is God calling you to see differently? Will you pray with me? On your gracious and loving God, open my eyes. Help me to see through your eyes. See the world, See my actions, see my choices, see my desires. See them with your gaze of love, your gaze of abundance, your gaze of joy. Help me to make choices that reflect your desire for abundant life, for me and for everyone. Continue to help me to see a little more clearly every day. Amen. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Leave a comment or like and subscribe. And don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow. Have a blessed day.